We filter.
Roblox takes a seat. Okay, so all I know about Roblox, right, is the children's game, right? I don't play it. Never played it in my life. People requested me to play in that game. I said no. Because it's a children's game, like completely children's game to a point, right? It's more of a children's game compared to Minecraft, I think, but I could be completely wrong with that. But I don't play Minecraft either, so it's like I don't know. But yeah, that's all I know about Roblox.
All the text and the voice, where we monitor for critical harms, where there's no image sharing or any of the things that might happen from that.
Right, graphics? That was like a Squidward laugh, right?
I want to start off by saying that we all want to keep Roblox safe. We share this view, and we know that there's members of our community who feel strongly about that too. And you know what? We welcome them as part of the dialogue about how to keep Roblox safer.
I want to highlight, we have always had safety as one of our top priorities, and we're not waiting for the law or legislation. We've innovated with age estimation on our own because we want to keep people on our platform.
This whole situation is kind of crazy.
Everybody go donate to this boy Schlep.
This is probably the worst decision this company has ever made.
Hashtag free Schlep on God.
Yeah, they actually need Schlep.
I'm wishing Schlep the best.
Roblox, you need to do something.
There's got to be something done.
Nobody at Roblox listens to us. I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated.
Why should we support a platform that is taking steps to prevent predators from getting caught?
Roblox has just lost 12.
Do you guys think this will be the death of Roblox, where like the game completely shuts down? I don't think so. It makes so much money, but it's a possibility, especially if they find a lot of illegal stuff. Roblox is more for a kids' social game. It's an odd mini games people are calling out, like a shower similar. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's like the game itself is not weird. It's the people that are making it weird, and the people that own Roblox are allowing the weirdness to be there. Does that make sense? That's the biggest problem. Because it doesn't have that a lot in Minecraft. I'm pretty sure there's some weirdos in Minecraft. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's weirdos everywhere, but it's like I think they have more control on Minecraft compared to Roblox. But it's just that it's because it's like Roblox is it's like that penguin social thing that we had like back in the day, right? Or the Sims or something like that. That's what I feel like it is. Where it was a place where people could just socialize, right? The Wizard 101, whatever you want to call it, Neopets, etc. I feel like that's how it was, but like it wasn't like really customized, like you couldn't customize a lot compared to Roblox. The biggest problem with Roblox and the biggest thing about Roblox that is pro and con to it, you could really customize so many different things to it, right? Add so many uncensored mods to the game, and that's the biggest problem. That is, there should be a way where like there should be an improvement system where like this is approved, this is not approved, right? There's a reason why there's certain mods are banned in certain places, right? For obvious reasons, right? Like for example, they banned certain mods on fighting games, right? For obvious reasons, but like because the costumes, some people have some weird stuff where like they have like a character butt naked. I don't know. Like it's like what the fuck? Like bro, is this like it happened by accident, by the way, in recent time. But it's like there has to be a way for them to regulate it and fix it somehow, some way, you know? Hell no, there wasn't chat rooms or weird. No, that's what I'm saying. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't think it wasn't bad. But it's like, imagine the Club Penguin coming out in the current era where there's like way more customized. People could customize things. It would become as bad. It's because nowadays it's so bad that it's disgustingly bad. Where it's easy for a weirdo fucking adult could easily contact a fucking minor. You know what I mean? Like on a chat room on a video game, right? It was bad back in the day to a certain point where there was such thing as that, where like you know the Call of Duty things in some ways, or when online was like barely happening, right? But now it's just way more easy to access now. It's like really bad. Yo, what up, Fear the Laughter? How's it going? Welcome. We're talking about the Roblox situation and how they lost $12 billion. But yeah, welcome to the stream.
$12 billion in market value following their response to their cease and desist letter against me. Just for context, I'm someone who's gotten 6 predators within their community arrested in real life. That lawsuit isn't me. It's a direct result of Roblox's own response to its child safety crisis. Instead of addressing the real issues, Roblox has doubled, tripled, even quadrupled down. They've put out statements after statements painting me and my team as reckless vigilantes while claiming that their platform is safe, when it absolutely is not. People are just seeing through this,
so he's
and
been
that's
doing
why
this for a
a
while?
huge movement has started online called Free Schlep. It's been trending.
Wait, what? I did see Free Slap, but I didn't know what it was. I thought it was for like the other guy. Wait, so he's been hunting predators in Roblox, and Roblox went after him? I did not know this. Well, what happens when you protect predators and punish people protecting the community? Jokes on them, that kid has a lawsuit and he can win? Really? So his content is to make like to track Roblox predators? Wow. I did not know that. Let me see his okay, so he's been doing this for about a year, looks like. His whole YouTube persona is literally about Roblox and banning things. Roblox worst YouTuber, the most insane Roblox user. Roblox is about to be destroyed. Roblox has hit another new low. What the F is wrong with Roblox? I found a predator on Roblox on Tinder. Roblox just got on the news. This is a year ago, by the way. This Roblox YouTuber lost his career in one tweet. Cringe. I don't know what they said, but when you go a little bit more up, he does like more serious ones, looks like. The simulator should not be on Roblox. These Roblox... Oh, I'm going to make a full screen for you guys. The Roblox games are based on tragedies. The Roblox gambling problem. Celebrities that play Roblox. Okay, that's just like maybe like a fun content thing. But yeah, Roblox predator gets arrested. Featuring Gideon. Catching Roblox predators live. This happened 4 months ago, by the way. So he started catching Roblox predators 10 months ago. We got a Roblox predator arrested. Featuring Gideon. Roblox predator goes to jail. Predator tries blaming the victim. Roblox predator dad gets caught. Roblox predator tries to run. Roblox predator freaks out at the cops. Bro, that's crazy. That is insane, bro. There's a map in the game called Epstein Island. Wait, what? What? He has a ban on... He was banned unjustified. They ban him, but not the predators breaking their guidelines. That's discriminating, and a lawyer says it's justified. Is unjustified for them getting banned, or discrimination is the thing? I think he was acting as an underage kid to attract predators and then setting them up for them to be arrested. Wow. I didn't know anything about this. Hey, kudos to him. Look. Hey, kudos to him, dude. Okay.
Everywhere. Multiple members of Congress have now called out the company's child abuse problem, and the Attorney General of Louisiana has filed a giant lawsuit against the company for, and I quote, prioritizing user growth, revenue, and profits over child safety. The day after the Attorney General's lawsuit was filed, Roblox's market value dropped by $12 billion. In response, the company scrambled to roll out new policies targeting the very not safe for work games featured in the lawsuit and my videos, like for instance bathroom simulators. Mind you, the community has been calling out these games for years now, but still, even after everything, instead of removing these blatantly inappropriate experiences, Roblox simply slapped a 17+ label on them. They also launched a ban wave against some of the worst games they've knowingly hosted for years. Games that have led thousands of children to getting extorted, and worse. Roblox's actions are nothing more than damage control for the problems they've allowed to fester, when the entire community was screaming at them to fix these problems. And the community saw that killing the messenger was an act of war.
Wow.
Shortly after these changes, Roblox released a video so bad that it was community noted on Twitter twice. David Baszucki, the CEO of Roblox, Matt Kaufman, the chief safety officer of Roblox,
I'm pretty sure the comments guy looks creepy as fuck. I'm pretty sure to saying that. Kid has a lawsuit for standard loss of income, loss of sponsors. Oh yeah, this kid's gonna get paid Roblox. Roblox is disgusting, bro. Whoever this guy is, he's gonna be paid a lot of money. I mean, if this lawsuit goes even more deeper and further, Roblox may have a lot of money, but damn, dude, they have the internet against them at this point. Damn, that's crazy. I don't know anything about this because I don't know anything about Roblox.
And Eliza Jacobs, the senior director of product policy, did a 45-minute tech talk. Most of this is just corporate jumbo, but they go ahead and respond directly to their vigilante policy. Before I show this, I want you to remember, I'm the only person that Roblox has targeted with this vigilante policy that they just created. Not even my team was moderated or given any legal letter. I begged for a clear line and even offered to keep much of my work private to help, and I'm no way obligated to do that, but instead, they went straight after me, moderating my accounts and sending a cease and desist before I could even react to the policy. And let's be clear about one thing. I'm not a vigilante. That means I'm taking the law into my own hands. We work with law enforcement, which is why we have arrests. Roblox refuses to say my name because they'd have to acknowledge those arrests. But make no mistake, they're responding to the outrage, which is about me, and this is what they had to say about it. They first start off the interview by talking about how vigilantes started out as a good thing.
He's the only one attacked by
and I
Roblox.
think that there are lots of people outside of Roblox who really have the best intentions and the welfare of our community at heart. We all want to keep Roblox safe. And you know what? We welcome them in part of the dialogue about how to keep Roblox safer. And we have members of the community in these vigilante groups that started off in a really good place. They started off by saying like, hey, they're reporting on issues on Roblox. They're talking about how we could do better. And you know, we paid really careful attention.
This statement is just laughably hilarious. If Roblox is really paying attention, then what about when my mom emailed you guys about my own shooting case? What did you do then? Nothing. Actually, you kept paying the guy for years afterwards until you were literally forced to do something about it. If what Roblox was claiming was actually true, them listening to the community, why are the biggest content creators leaving your exclusive YouTuber program in protest of how you're moderating your platform? And I'm gonna actually bring up something later in this interview to show you how much of a joke this is. This here is Meep City, one of the most controversial games on Roblox. Creecraft, one of the largest Roblox YouTubers, joined this game and within 4 seconds was exposed to not safe for work content. The community
Bro, I did see Aspen go play Roblox and he found something that was like not safe for work, like within like the first 10 minutes or something, dude. This is crazy, bro.
Has been complaining about this game for almost a decade now, but Roblox has still continued to leave this game up and platform it. But CEO David Baszucki mentions this game by name, and here's their philosophy on this.
You know, I can see some of our community naming experiences on Roblox and just say, take it down, take it down, take it down. I'd say examples could be Meep City, for example. Can you share, like, why should that be up? Should that be down? Like, what's up?
I think one thing that's really challenging on this global immersive interactive platform is that we have content created by developers and creators and content created by the community, by the users that are in that game. And
but there's got to be I mean, you have so much money. There has to be a way to protect and regulate and censor that shit or delete it. Most likely delete it. Like, there has to be like a team that has that. Facebook has that, right? Don't have enough money where they could like have like Facebook protection at this point, where like they have like a team looking at all this kind of stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of games out there within Roblox, but I'm pretty sure if you have a specific team to look through all of that, where they approve or disapprove this, and if it's something very disgusting, you ban that account. Like, you're banned because of this, because this is very, very inappropriate. This is like disgusting or whatever, and ban the fuck out of them, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, they have to have enough money to do that, where they could like protect and like approve and disapprove the new games coming out, new modern games for the game, whatever, right? I'm pretty sure Epic Games has something like that, because again, they have Epic Games have their own creator mode too as well. I'm pretty sure they have ways to protect their people because again, they have a big younger audience that play that game. You know what I mean? So like, I don't understand how it makes it seem like Roblox has literally no security. That's what it feels like, and it probably is true at this point. Do they have like any type of security? Any type of people like looking through? Like the guy said he's an officer or whatever, but it's like it feels like he doesn't do shit. See, like Epic also phrases block as well as words. So like that's what I'm saying. Like you can't add that into the game, like an algorithm or something like that, where it blocks certain words so you cannot say certain things. If you do, you're freaking banned. Doesn't like even League of Legends have that in some ways?
One thing that we really try to do is be fair to our developers and to not moderate them for the behavior of their users.
How is this a crazy math problem? This is so simple. The creator of this game wants these people in their game. How is this even controversial? The developer is giving the tools to the player to make this inappropriate content. And that is the problem with Roblox. Roblox turns a blind eye unless the developers are blatantly making not safe for work games. And even then, it is still on the line if Roblox will take action. Roblox might have just went back on their word regarding Meep City. This game had every inappropriate feature removed from it pretty much overnight. It's unknown if Roblox made Alex Neutron, the creator of Meep City, do
Oh, so they could have fixed it overnight? Oh my god. They literally fixed it over. It didn't take days. It didn't take months. They fixed it over fucking night. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I hope Roblox goes downhill. Hopefully Roblox never like they shut it down. They shut down the whole game, and hopefully it never exists ever again, because this proves that they could have fixed this shit a long effing time ago, dude. Incompetent idiots on the wheel. What up, Kariba Tunes? They could, but they're yeah. I mean, it makes that's what it seems to be right now. They fixed it within a fucking day.
This, but either way, it shows the public pressure is working. Games that Roblox is doubling down on are folding. So that's why it's really important to keep speaking up about this.
Then we saw something change. What we saw is that some of these groups started engaging with the community in ways that violated our policies. And so let me explain what that means. They would go and create accounts on Roblox claiming to be a child.
Roblox keeps repeating this same talking point, that I'm impersonating and pretending to be a child. But here's the reality. You have to pretend to be a child, because if the predators knew they were talking to an adult, that wouldn't even be a crime. You guys seem to be more upset that I'm pretending to be a child than predators are decoys. And if it wasn't our decoys,
insane,
it would be
dude.
a real person. It's also worth noting that the FBI,
insane.
ICAC, and local law enforcement all use these same exact tactics. Would Roblox be willing to send them a cease and desist too? And their claim that I'm impersonating children is flat out false. Impersonation means I'm stealing the identity of a real child. From the very beginning, we've never used real kids. We don't send pictures of real children, and we create totally new identities where every single photo that's sent is of someone that is of age. The only difference is we tell these people that we are underage. This is
The creator, all they had to do was ask the creator to fix it, and he did it within 24 hours. Yeah, that looked weird. Well, look weird. That's how they're just about banning the poor young man. It's the same thing as police do. I think it's called entrapment, pretty much. Which I believe he also said he works closely with the police too. So they're doing it in a legal way, because there are actual people getting arrested.
Flat out a lie what they're claiming. But what happens next is so wild that the CEO of Roblox cuts off the chief safety officer.
And then they would enter into game servers, and they would go and start asking everybody around them, how old are you? And they were seeking out adults. If you said that you were, move on. But if you said that you were 25, then they would start engaging in conversations, and they would try and use those conversations to simulate.
Matt, is this anecdotal? Because I know we have chat logs for all chat on Roblox and historical records. Are you able to kind of...
David totally derails that conversation. That statement is probably the most wild made by Matt Kaufman in this whole...
Bro. It's like a cop sits outside at a bar to pull over people when they close to that's also profile. Oh yeah, you're probably right. It's probably profiling, right? Or sting, right?
Interview to simulate what, Matt Kaufman? Because it's not simulation. These are predators thinking that they're talking to someone that is real, and they a lot of times want to show up in person and do stuff to them in real life. And in my opinion, this shows how little Roblox actually cares about this problem. They can say whatever they want, they can talk about all the new safety features that they're rolling out, but it means nothing if lawsuits are being filed every single week against the company and headlines are making the media about a new horrible situation happening because of this.
I mean, the parents should be fucking furious, dude. Right? The parents, if I find out my kid was playing Roblox, which I thought was just a simple kids game, and I found out about all of this, I'll be fucking furious, dude. I'll be fucking furious. Obviously, uninstall right away, but I'll be fucking mad, dude, because hell no. Like, you knew about this shit, right? And the thing is, it's like, it is a little responsibility on the parent for sure. Don't get me wrong, because again, I think parents should know what the kids are doing, right? Like, I do understand that part, guys. So, like, I get that argument for sure. Like, the parents should know what the kids are doing, and like, not at all times, because again, it's that goes to a different world. But at least, like parent, like see what they're doing, right? Just and but when you think about a Roblox game, you think that's a kid's game, right? So you think that there's no big problem, but like, I get it. The parents should know more about it, right? They should at least like check on what kind of game they're playing, etc. I 100% agree with that. But I do also see how like some things cannot be out in the front, because again, it's like if you check it one day and you're just playing a game and nothing happens, and you're like, oh, okay, something's happening. It's just you're just playing Roblox. It's just a fun kid game. But it could be within days, within weeks, or it could be within the next day where things get looking weird, etc. And you probably miss that, right? There's like so many different things how a parent could miss that too, as well. But yeah, at the end of the day, I will be fucking furious that the company should be protecting the kids of like their policy and stuff. Now they just changed the age requirement on the game, so parents thought it was just a kids game. To be honest, okay. Parents think the company is taking out the trash. Yeah, I mean, yeah, when you hear Roblox, you think that's a kid's game. Like, I know people make fun of like saying like certain games are kids' game, but Roblox is a kid's game for sure. That game is like more for like people who are, I guess at this point, like 5-year-olds to like 11 and 12-year-olds. I think that's what I thought. Personally, I thought that was like the age demographic for this type of game. I seriously thought. I didn't think about like, oh, it's for adults, or I thought they were like maybe like an adult section. I guess I don't know, but like, cause you know how like Minecraft is all like, obviously it's like all like players of all ages and stuff. But I thought there was like at least a section where like, okay, this is like kid protection, and then this is right here for all adults. You know, for sure, bro. No different than Lego or Fort. Yeah, exactly. Lego is a kid's game, except for the new Batman game, guys. I'll be buying that game because it's like Batman Arkham, and it's gonna have like difficulty modes. So if you want to play Lego as a kid game, you're more welcome to. But there's goddamn Dark Knight mode that I'll be playing, because like Dark Knight is like Arkham is Arkham like games. All right, I'll be playing those. I'm gonna go fudge. Stay tuned for Dark Knight gaming soon when it comes out.
Platform. I also want to say how they totally mischaracterize how I run my decoy operation. We are never the first to engage with any of the predators. They always contact our decoy account first.
So we saw the...
I mean, there is a whip going on right now where they're saying that people underage should not be on the internet at all. And I kind of agree with that to this point right now. Until things get cleaned up. Right? And it's extreme. That's fucking extreme. But I think at this point, we need like a cleanse. And I think kids should be protected. Especially in the mindset that how overexposed people are nowadays, right? Because you know, like how back in the day, when you want to look at something like bad or whatever, Reddit R stuff, we had to like figure out how to get that, right? Like we had to like figure it out, right? It's not like with a simple click. Or if we just had to like, okay, who has the DVD, who could get us the DVD, or etc. This or that. Are we gonna steal it? Like, you know, like a bunch of bad shit. Don't get me wrong. But we had to like figure this shit out, right? Nowadays, it's a simple like I could literally like go look at a Reddit as a kid. They could literally look up on a Netflix or at a like YouTube video of some kind. I'm not saying like video per se, but like a simple like search of like watching a rated R film that has like nudity and stuff with a simple thing on your phone. It is like it's so much easier for kids nowadays to access this kind of content. Now, I'm not saying that we in the back in the day we did not have like those type of content at all, or this like type of videos and movies and stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it was a lot difficult to get to those things, right? It was hard to like we mostly did not see those type of things because it was freaking difficult. So we just got like, you know, well, we gotta get our hands on, right? Like the rated teens, etc., stuff like that. But it's just because like now it's a new era, new age. It's like it's a simple click, bro. People could be scrolling around like Twitter, and they probably will find a woman naked on their feed by accident or something like that. That's how easy it is. It's like holy shit, what the fuck? Because bro, my algorithm, my feed does not have that kind of stuff, right? But every once in a while, it pops up. I'm like, what? And I have to like put like not interested, right? Where it just shows nudity. Because again, when I go on Twitter sometimes on stream, which again is a very dangerous thing to do, I don't want to see that and get banned. So that's why that's why like, bro, it's a simple like sometimes you just scroll and you're like, what is this shit? Florida, so regulate kids on the internet. Florida just passed the laws that under 14 are not allowed social media accounts. That's fine. I agree with that. They should have blockers on the phone, that not silly stuff like the UK is doing. But here's the thing with the blockers on the phone, or even put like kids protection thing. The problem is kids are so advanced now using technology. They know how to turn that off. It really doesn't really do enough. It really doesn't do much at this point. I don't know. That's like us saying like Lego movie is only for kids. We know adults enjoy it also. Look at a Lego Batman jokes. No, well, here's the thing. Lego is always meant for kids, right? That's the main market. But Lego also knows they have an adult market. That's why they make like adult like products of Lego. For example, like, extremely advanced Legos and stuff. So they have all like at this point they have all ranges of all kinds now. Lego. So, but for the most part nowadays, like Lego, like the game, we're talking about the games of Lego. They're mostly all for kids. It's just simple mechanics, nothing too crazy. They're fun. I played them before. They're fun, but like it's clearly for kids, right? And this new Lego game is gonna be more for like all ages for the most part. At least it seems that way. With the difficulty system and the fighting system, so it's gonna be very interesting. Should be like hard coded until 16. Oh, that'd be crazy. Imagine like imagine the only way that you get on the internet, you have to you have to scan your ID or something like that. That'd be insane, dude.
Like, holy shit. They're pretending to be kids. They're trying to find adults. And then what they're doing is they're trying to move the conversation as quickly as possible to other platforms. Other platforms that don't have the type of monitoring and policies that Roblox has. And then they were using that activity that happened on other platforms to create situations that they would then video, they would report to the police, and then only after would they let Roblox know.
Roblox is accusing me of encouraging adults to talk inappropriately to people they shouldn't. That is not true, and if it was true, I wouldn't have a single arrest. We present ourselves as a naive kid who doesn't know about these topics. Crimes like this should obviously be reported to law enforcement first, not Roblox. If Roblox is notified before the police, they can delete accounts, tip off the predators they're being investigated, and give them a chance to erase valuable evidence that the police need to prosecute. The fact that these predators are on the platform to begin with shows that their safety systems have failed. If Roblox did their jobs, there wouldn't be anybody for us to find. Roblox also claims that I'm moving these players to other platforms, but those platforms are linked directly on Roblox's own site. Roblox is actually even partnered with some of those platforms. They even own a bot on that other platform. Anyone can make an account 13 plus and see social media links on Roblox, and unsurprisingly, people in real life have been abducted because of this feature that Roblox allows. And when they say I'm creating these situations, that's That's just insulting. I'm not creating situations. These predators are trying to grab people within your community.
And there's a bunch of issues in here. Number one, the violation of our policies about being honest about how old you are. Number two, moving conversations off platform. And number three, waiting to tell Roblox when they identified violative behavior to come and tell us so we could take action.
In Matt Kaufman's own words, in articles about vigilantes, he said law enforcement officials are best positioned to investigate potential crime. So why is he criticizing us for going to the police first? And it's not like we're not even reporting these things to Roblox. We do. We give Roblox the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. They have the first chat log till the very end where they're in handcuffs. And we have numerous fully documented...
The dude looks like a diaper. So come on now. When the Face ID reaches its place, I think quit the internet. I'm telling you, it's gonna get to that point. It's gonna get to a point where you need to scan your ID or something in order to access the internet of some kind, dude. Especially for like people who are younger. I feel like it's gonna get to that point.
Instances where Roblox refused to take action until after we released videos that got millions of views. Also, waiting to tell Roblox in general is a policy violation? If you were on Roblox and went straight to the authorities instead of reporting it to Roblox first, could you technically be violating Roblox's terms of service?
I think some of these groups started off in a really good place, and they started off, really, and they still do really care about the community. The actions that they were taking were putting our community at greater risk and were violations of our policy.
He says I'm putting the community at risk. Roblox even went as far to accuse me and my team of being similar to predators. Think about that. They're implying I am preying on predators. So to Matt Kaufman and David Baszucki, I'm very sorry for preying on the predators of your platform and getting them arrested and put in hand.
Why parents started buying kids is beyond me. The reason why is easier distraction, and also too for emergency purposes if they get lost, etc. and stuff like that. I mean, in that sense, I do understand why they want to buy a kid as a phone to nowadays, right? For emergencies, dangers, etc. So I do understand that aspect. But the one thing I don't understand is like how much access they have on that phone. They need to have like kind of like Spider-Man restriction. When Iron Man created a Spider-Man suit, he restricted Peter Parker to use the full functions of that Spider-Man suit for a good reason. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the problem. It's like there's no restrictions on
because
phones.
I didn't ever want to see.
Like I think there should be a way where like a phone should be restricted in a way where like the parent has a password of it. Like for example, like there's a password to unlock all the features on the phone, right? And only the parent knows that, and the kid would not be able to access that full extent of the phone without that password or something, No, they do. It's less responsibility. But it will give the responsibility on the parent to be like, maybe there's a password protector or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. They should have a kid in adult mode, right? Where like it's password protected. I'm pretty sure they have something like that already. It's just like I think parents need to use that more often instead of being laid back on it. You know what I mean? And as they get older, there should be a way where like, okay, so they're getting older, there should be a lot this, and this, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the best way of doing things. Because again, at this point, I think parents need to moderate their children way more than ever than back in the day. Back in the day, we all did bad things as kids, right? To a certain extent, right? But I think nowadays, I think parents need to monitor their kids way more than ever, because now it's like they have access to so many bad things nowadays and very exposed to certain things way easier now. Like, I don't know if you guys saw this clip of Asmongo played it on his stream. That's where I saw it. It was a clip about an OnlyFans girl, and her like quote unquote fans came up to her, and they were young kids, like dead ass. And when I saw that, I was like, "That's wow! Like that is wow, dude." Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here it is.
Gen
This right
Alpha
here.
is beyond cooked. What is this? Group of 12-year-olds approach an OnlyFans girl and let her know that they goon to her? What? What the fuck?
These are the ones who Gucci. These are the ones who Gucci.
Yo.
Here, let's go. Let's go.
All of them?
No! All of them. All of them. All of them.
That is disgusting. That is disgusting, dude. That is disgusting.
Are you Gunter?
Oh, shit.
Wait, you Gunter before?
That is fucking
Winning session. I'm 12, but when I stand on my money, I'm 6. 56. I'm 5'4", but whenever I'm standing on my money, I'm 6'6".
Six.
I gotta admit, that was funny. And this is one of the things that if any of these people that do like any of these like online content type stuff, all of it is consumed by minors. There are kids that are watching
Because it's the trend. Like there are trends in every era with certain clothes, I guess. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know.
all of this stuff. And I don't know.
And look, they're making jokes out of it. They seem like, oh, like she's very disturbed. But the sad thing about this, dude, here's the sad thing. They're making jokes, and instead of telling like, please get the fuck away from me, or like go back to your parents or whatever, they're entertaining this. They're taking pictures, dude. They're entertaining it. That's bad. Like, am I wrong? Like, that's bad, dude. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, no, stop it. You know, like, don't entertain it. Don't make it into fucking content. Fucking send them away.
Why they want to deny this or act like it's not happening or whatever reason.
I want bad stuff like flying around my name. I don't want people thinking that I advertise to kids because that is the last thing.
Which honestly, that's a very hard thing to say. Not because of background. Because what was it she got famous for? Spider-Man.
But yes, it is happening constantly. It's happening all the time. So yeah, it's very disturbing. I think so too. Yeah.
Wait, how old are you guys for real?
Oh, 15. Oh, like I'm
You're not 15.
I literally don't condone any of this.
Yeah, you do, bro. You literally have an account.
Wow, bro. Like, that's just disgusting bad, man. Anyways, I just want to show you guys that, like, how bad things have gotten. How easy, like I said, how easy kids get access to these things at a very young age. Absolutely glad that she thinks tutorials are checking her out. Like, her OnlyFans is cool or funny. Shame on them. Like, they should have sent her away instead of making content. Like instead of making jokes and stuff like that, just send them completely away right away.
Kids go through what I
don't even entertain it.
These actors that were coming on the platform, they were reaching out to dozens and dozens of people, and the vast majority of those people were not responding to those engagements, and frankly, were harmed in that process.
I'm gonna show you this predator I caught. I sent a message in the chat, and I got this guy messaging me.
Yes, okay, how old are you? I ask him back how old he is, and he says he's older than 18. I tell him I'm years old. Do you mind me being younger? No, not really. If you can keep it a secret between us, though. And he does Predator Strat 101. He asks for my Snap or Discord. And the reason why he's asking for Snap is because the messages delete. I tell him Discord, and I get on Discord with him, and the messages begin right away.
Throughout that entire process, where did I harm anyone? Because the real harm was Roblox letting this game exist on their platform for years.
That's weird, dude. I used to use Snapchat, but not anymore. I haven't used it in so many years, dude. Is Snapchat a good platform? Or is it really bad because they delete the messages? That Visa and MasterCard went after OnlyFans and not adult games. Oh. Oh. I know, right? Like, that's weird.
It only disappeared after Hindenburg, an investment research firm, went ahead and exposed Roblox for hosting this experience. And conveniently, it vanished the moment they showcased this predator catch. Notice as well how I wasn't the one to ask for Discord or Snapchat. The predator did. These were the sort of people interacting with our decoys, and so many people are becoming victimized from people exactly like this.
They were normalizing policy violations on the platform.
What? Roblox's own algorithm recommends inappropriate items to people. Roblox actively hosts not safe for work games for children. Roblox themselves, in this interview, doubled down on one of the most infamous instances of inappropriate behavior that they've allowed for nearly a decade. And they're really going at me for normalizing policy violations. Absolutely unbelievable.
And the other piece is oftentimes the sort of evidence that was collected, the video evidence, was really difficult to verify, really difficult for us. And if law enforcement had to verify it, then they're talking about subpoenas. And so I think something that sometimes seems obvious to folks in the community really is just much more complicated on the back end.
I'm not sure how the evidence that I was sending you guys was hard to verify. I sent you guys screen recordings of us scrolling through the entire chat on mobile. And a lot of the stuff that happens is happening directly within Roblox. Like, for instance, when Roblox refused to ban this predator, we got arrested in Hawaii, and he was literally talking in-game about planning the meetup in real life on Roblox. With all that being said, I wanted to ask someone who's been working with law enforcement and has been
I didn't hear about that coffee. What about coffee?
doing predator catching
My store?
since before I was even born. So I decided to take a seat with Chris Hansen to catch some answers.
Chris Hansen, that's crazy.
I'm Chris Hansen. I'm co-founder and correspondent reporter for the True Blue streaming crime.
Oh, sorry. I was because my it's a Kofi website. Sorry.
We do a lot of crime and investigative reporting. Our Takedown series, which exposes predators trying to
Man, you got old? Shut up.
online, and we also work on a number of documentaries, including
but I did hear about the Visa massacre going out there adult games on Steam.
this particular project, exposing the sort of thing that goes on Roblox.
I wanted to ask you about some of the comments that Roblox has specifically stated about like predator catching. One of the main complaints is pretending to be a child. I want to know your answer. It's kind of obvious, but the importance of using decoy accounts to just find different predators.
Well, we couldn't do it without using decoy accounts. In the very beginning, we had an online watchdog group, Perverted Justice, do that work, and now, and for
I mean, like, think of this logically, guys. So if you can't use decoys, what are you supposed to do? Get an actual kid and let them actually talk to them, and then and then it gets to a point, then you jump in. Like, I don't get that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get that. Is that what they're supposed to do? Like, that's weird. Hassan, oh my God, it says hasn't caught some mayor or something, and shortly after canceled. Man got canceled because he got caught the wrong dude, and there's a whole wormhole of his show too. Yeah, I mean, not every situation is gonna be like perfect. I mean, I think and nobody can deny that. But I don't know, man. I didn't know anything about that one, but I would say not everything's perfect in life, but you know.
the last several years,
I get
it's
it.
been members of law enforcement who have posed as children online, merely sitting in one of these areas, and they wait to be approached by somebody who is seeking to exploit children. And then the conversation takes place. It all happens according to the law, and then that gets turned over. Now, I understand that anytime somebody is not with law enforcement, it gives pause to a corporation. It's like, okay, here's this kid. We don't know whether he's following the rules properly. We don't know if he's running this by a lawyer. Maybe you could argue that they just don't want that sort of activity on their platform, but you think they'd be more worried about the activity that you're exposing.
That's what I've been trying to get at this whole time.
Let's worry about that, number one, and then you can have a conversation with young Schlep. I mean, if I were the CEO of Roblox, I would make you an ambassador for security. I would get out in front of this thing and do what would be a fantastic promotional move. I'm a little dumbfounded that they haven't figured it out, given that these guys are in the high-tech world world who invented this stuff in some ways, why don't they get ahead of it and get a young guy on their team?
That's
what I'm doing with you, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
it's not that hard to figure out. I learned a long time ago that if you're not listening to the youngest guy or girl in the room, you're missing opportunity. You have to evolve and you have to keep on top of this technology and you have to bring new ideas into the...
Told you. It's like, I mean, hey man, it's time to catch up with technology, dude. Because a lot of these predators have advanced to this shit. This is a great dude, just like the host of America's Most Wanted. That poor guy, dude. I don't know what I did if it happened to me. What happened to the America's Most Wanted guy? The host? What happened to him? Hold up. I'll play the video.
My job.
I'm looking for a color scheme too, by the way.
You are helping.
I mean, the thing is, I've made it very, very clear to Roblox since the beginning. Give us a private line. We are open to communicate with you. We want to talk with you guys. We know a lot of these really bad actors, and the first official contact I had with them was the cease and desist letter.
It's horrible from a public image standpoint. I mean, you're killing the messenger, right? It's not like you're out there tracking these guys down with, tasers and smoke guns. I mean, you're providing information to the platform to do something about it.
One of the major complaints that Roblox had about me was that I was actually going to law enforcement first before sending their report, just so that they would have a start to finish conversation of everything that took place. Did you guys ever reach out to social media sites before this sting goes down?
No, we always go to law enforcement. We work with law enforcement in everything we do. And that is to ensure a successful prosecution. That's why the prosecution rate in these states is, like 99.1%. It's law enforcement first, then they can deal with the corporation. The corporation should be more concerned about reporting what it finds to law enforcement to investigate.
I'm going to read to you a quote from Roblox's corporate blog describing our operations. Similar to actual predators, they often impersonate my actively approach users and then try to lead them onto different platforms to have explicit conversations. We obviously do not talk to these predators. We don't impersonate real children. Our decoys are, adults.
Well, I think if they're mischaracterizing what you're doing, that's wrong. Based upon
yeah, he sounds kind of murdered to this day.
That's crazy. These guys, in terms of making the first approach, you merely set up a profile as somebody who's underage, and you exist in that room.
Last I see, he was doing a reboot with his son, America's Most Wanted. Oh. Please help. What I'm talking about. That's like, I didn't know that. The killer was never caught, so poor guy. But man, what a way to turn negative and positive. Yeah, I remember watching America's Most Wanted as a kid. I was scared at 2 points.
Until an adult approaches one of your decoys. Then if conversation takes place, they get exposed, and that information gets turned over to law enforcement. And in many cases, they do something, and then you report that both on your platform as a...
Is there really an oof audio clip when someone types it? No, I think it's in a video to like block certain like censor words.
Citizen journalist, a young guy working on these stories, and to Roblox to take action as a corporate citizen.
I thought it was kind of wild how they compared what we're doing to actual predators.
Well, if they're mischaracterizing what you're doing, yeah, that's horrible. This entire project is going to be healthy for Roblox, and it's going to be especially good for users of Roblox, because anything that creates awareness and a dialogue is important. And you need to tell parents that this stuff exists, that these dangers are out there, and that if your child is approached by a predator, they need to come to the parents. I mean, that's the first line of defense. It's great what you're doing. It's great what I do. It's really great that law enforcement and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children does all this work every day across the country. It's great that Roblox has a department that takes a look at some of this stuff. What's not great is the lack of connection here that could make it even better and safer. Until that happens, we have to show parents what goes on here, and they have to have the discussion with kids and say, hey, be careful.
What made you interested into getting into Roblox?
I was personally getting communications on social media saying, you need to look into this, you need to look into this, you need to look into this. And then we saw a big case down in Florida where a guy was arrested in Central Florida for and actually giving them Roblox and having them exploit siblings and other. It made headlines down in Marion County, Florida. And so I started digging into it. We had good contacts with that sheriff's department there. And we actually, ironically, just did a predator sting, a takedown sting down there. So we started with an interview there. And it turns out that in the same jurisdiction, there was year-old girl who was exploited on Roblox
my
by a man
God.
all the way over in England. And so we interviewed that victim's mother, and all of a sudden all these cases started developing, including the lawsuit by the Attorney General in Louisiana.
It's interesting you mentioned Florida because we got an arrest there. We got it in Polk County, and it was a guy who possessed.
Polk County, as you know, is where Sheriff Grady Judd is, and they're very active in this space.
Oh, yeah.
We do work with them as well. First of all, it breaks my heart, and I'm so sorry that you had to deal with this as a younger guy on this particular platform. The fact that you were bullied and preyed upon and advantage of, and that it went to the extent it did, it breaks my heart, and this is why we do these investigations. But to see you at your age turn it into a positive and do something about it, I think is incredible and admirable.
Thank you. I appreciate
From a guy
it.
who's been kicking around doing this for 42 or 43 years now, it's really cool because when I started on television, I was your age. I was 22 years old. So when I see a young person do this kind of work, it's very impressive to me because I know what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, it's very crazy when you start looking into this stuff. I mean, it's a rabbit hole. Only gets more disturbing the more you see it.
Well, and since we announced that we're doing this documentary and that you are collaborating, I am overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, I saw a tweet on Twitter. It got like 160,000 likes that you're just even looking into the platform. Because that's the thing, people have known about these issues for so long, but journalists haven't done enough to like really look into it. And now it's starting to break into the world where everybody is starting to start to be aware.
Well, now you're seeing more mainstream, outlets cover it. And
Yeah.
Look, we have the ability to infiltrate this world because we've been doing it for 21 years. First with To Catch a Predator, and for the last 2.5 years at True Blue, our streaming crime network, with Takedown. So we know how to do this and work with law enforcement. Now, a lot of people can go out and do this stuff independently, but here you are, a good example of somebody who has done the work and given it to law enforcement. And that's the key here, because if you expose these guys and make fun of them and do a Borat kind of thing, like some other.
Oh, he's in Vitaly. Cause it is true. Vitality stuff. It's like it seems all fake. They don't do nothing to them because they don't work with the law enforcement or anything like that. They have to let them go. That's even worse, bro. You expose them for clout, but guess what? They're gonna keep doing it. They're not arrested.
Content creators, they often don't face the consequences. They don't have to register as a offender. They don't get prosecuted.
Yeah, and I think the thing is too, a lot of the reason why I have to make this content is because we reach out to Roblox, we give them the emails, we give them all the information. They don't respond until after we publish a video that gets millions of views on YouTube. It makes me concerned because if we're getting that, what are real victims getting?
Look, I understand a little bit Roblox situation here. What they're trying to do is follow the protocol. When they see something, they're mandated to report that to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which then refers it to law enforcement. And that's good, and they should be doing that. But why they wouldn't also take advantage of information given to them, wrapped with a bow around it, as you have done, it's stunning to me that they wouldn't see the opportunity here to be an ally of yours as opposed to somebody who they're making an example of and saying,
oh, for sure,
the rules, banning you. I don't understand that. From a corporate citizen aspect, it doesn't make sense. From a public relations standpoint, it doesn't make sense. And from a justice-seeking standpoint, it doesn't make sense. So I don't know, and I hope that during the course of this, that I'll get a chance to sit down with somebody at Roblox. And I have a feeling that's going to happen. But I'm going to be posing all of those questions when that interview takes place.
To young people who look up to you and see predators in online spaces, what is the single most important step that they can take to protect themselves?
I would be hesitant to tell people to conduct their own investigations, but I'm adamant that you got to report this stuff to your local law enforcement agency. You got to report it to the service provider. You got to report it to the platform. Hopefully, between those three things, you get some action. I think 15, 20 years ago, law enforcement would be a little overwhelmed by this and say, if you're in a small town, you go to the police department, say this happened, they say, okay, well, I'm not sure how to investigate it. Well, today, every department has the ability to investigate this stuff. And
that's
they're
every
very
department
willing to take these cases on.
It's an absolute honor to have Chris Hansen featured on this channel. Chris Hansen is flying me out soon to actually feature in his Roblox documentary about exploitation. With everything that we've learned so far, one question persists. Why did I get this cease and desist? I'll let this alleged former Roblox employee answer this question for you.
You have to make a decision, right? You keep your players safe, but then it would be less of them on the platform. Or you just let them do what they want to do. And then all the numbers look good, and investors will be happy.
Wow.
You might just be thinking this is one alleged Roblox employee. Well, Bloomberg is claiming that 8 Roblox employees told a very similar story to this in 2024. Roblox actively forces victims of the platform into arbitration, a tactic so unethical that platforms like Uber and Lyft actually have policies.
Roblox is trying to force the 13-year-old's claims in aberration, silence, and concealing dangers from the public. What?
Against doing this. The reason they're doing it is even more outrageous. Because this person received so many benefits from using the platform, he cannot now complain that Roblox is trying to prevent him from seeking justice in court for the life-altering harm he suffered. Here's why I personally care so much about this problem.
Who's been offered free Robux to do something that was inappropriate in the game? Or someone has said, I'll give you some free Robux if you come and follow me on Snapchat or TikTok or something like that. Who's had that happen? Okay. Loads of you.
I've seen a lot of corruption in big tech, but I've never seen a company harm this many young people at the scale Roblox has. They can say whatever they want about safety or try to discredit me, but the arrests and their response to those arrests speak louder than any PR statement that they could possibly make. This isn't just about moderation. The rot goes all the way up to the CEO, a man whose vision includes adding dating to this platform and defending predatory games like Meep City. It's not even negligence, it's his literal philosophy. The narrative around Roblox needs to change. People have to understand what this platform actually is. Share what's happening. Talk about it. Make sure your friends, parents, journalists, and lawmakers know how deep these problems run. Call your congressman and tell him you won't stand by while Roblox puts children in danger. I've been sounding the alarm for over a year as a whistleblower, and Roblox's leadership has tried to silence me. What needs to happen is David Baszucki needs to sit in front of Congress under oath, and he needs to explain why so many people have been abducted and abused on his platform, and why his company is choosing profits over safety.
Damn, dude. I mean, we'll see what's gonna happen with the lawsuits and everything that's gonna happen soon. Let's see. TOS has no legal value. Daily reminder: Roblox is willing to lose billions of dollars to protect predators. David's probably having a rough week. All they had to do was ban literal predators, and PR mess would have been avoided. Case so bad, so disgusting that Chris Hansen was awoken from hibernation. I miss the old Roblox. Can be said more comfortably now. I bet your dad is the CEO of Roblox is now a valid insult. Your safety is not our problem. New Roblox slogan. Bro, I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, they have proven they could like stop this right away or change things right away. But yeah, profit over everything, guys. Profit over everything.